Good morning, BNI. So, how are you doing today? You know, time just passes so fast, and the leadership transition happens every 6 months. But just at the end of third month in the term, we realize, oh, the time has come. We need to make the changes. And you understand that any LT, that three members, the president, vice president, and secretary, can only serve for two consecutive terms. Then they have to have a break. They can come again, but they cannot serve for more than two consecutive terms. Why do we do that? We do that so we can create the opportunity for all our members to experience this wonderful leadership journey. Let's look at it. Why one should take the leadership role. Just imagine where else can you get to lead the leaders? Look at your chapter, look at your groups. Isn't that a wonderful opportunity where you lead the leaders? Do you all agree with me? The concept of BNI is all about visibility, credibility, and profitability. So when anyone comes into a leadership, they get more visibility. Do we agree with that? They get more visibility. Now, how do you take up to these roles? So we have something called leadership team nomination process. That means is that each member of your group would be given an opportunity to nominate himself for the roles he wished to do, and he can nominate for more than one because definitely while teams are being finalized, we know that what is your interest. And you can also nominate other members for particular roles. So for each role, you can nominate three members. What do we get from this is we get a feel of what chapter wants. And then with the experience of BNI and the current LT team and the director consultants of chapter, we try and form a team which matches with what you want and what is available and what can be good for the future of the chapter. Isn't that right? Now, let's look at it, the leadership. Again, I will talk about why to take BNI leadership. So just understand the visibility, just understand the leadership experience. I personally have benefited a lot from leading the people because when we lead in BNI, it is the servant leadership. That means you first. And when I learn to put you first, believe me, I replicate that in my organizations. I start thinking about my client first, my team members first, and that brings a significant development in my business. Isn't that good? Now, just imagine if your profitability, if your, sorry, visibility goes high and the way you are conducting in your role, does your credibility goes high? Yes, a lot of people would tell me, hey, Pankaj, uh, there is a lot of time required for the roles. Technically speaking, each role is designed in a way that if you do it correctly and if you hold each other accountable to do their part of the work, nobody has to put too much time. Yes, you will put some time, but that is all towards creating your own visibility, creating your own credibility, learning that leadership. It is a win-win situation for you, for your fellow members, and for BNI, and for your chapter, per se, right? Your chapter is your identity. Do you agree with that? Right. So let's look at it. Once you are visible, you are credible. I would say members and visitors, they would come. They will perceive chapter leaders are more credible than anyone else. As a leader, you have already been nominated by your member. As a leader, you have already been step up. You are stepping up to take a role. You are willing to take those challenges. You are willing to do something for the group. And that was create our credibility. Isn't that right? I want to quickly show you a sheet. Let's look at the sheet and try to understand, what kind of a difference people have when it comes to leadership role holders and non-leadership role holders. Let me please share that screen to you. So look at this screen here, right? So when we talk about leadership benefits, referral generation through 50 plus chapter meetings per year, yes, member gets that opportunity, though the support leaders, and the main leadership, which is like president, vice president, ST. Member and business education on Business Builder. Yes, both of them get it. But what about world-class leadership development training? This is something exclusively available. There are some 28 sessions of short videos which are on very easily adaptable business practices developed by BNI gurus. And that is for the leadership team role holders. Enhanced chapter leader recognition on the BNI websites. So when you go on your chapter website, say if you are from BNI Synergy, go on bnisynergy.ae. Do you see the leadership role holder pictures there? So you have an enhanced visibility on BNI websites. In our social medias, like online graphics, boost their social media. You can get online graphics, boost your own social media via your presence as a president. So just imagine when your customers looks at your post as a president of a group or a secretary treasurer of a group or a role holder of a group or being recognized or as a giver of a group. How does that help you in your credibility? Isn't that amazing? Now, regional team only training. So 2 times per year, we are doing regional team training. We are sharing how to lead the groups, how to, work on member engagement. If you learn it correctly, you can always take it back with you, right? Obviously, they'll stay with you for your life, and that will help you grow in your business. A special BNI pin. You get more recognition with the help of BNI pins. As I said, these are like 28 short videos for leadership. This is an example of chapter websites. Now, how do you do that? To do that, what you need to do is you need to step up. You need to step up and nominate yourself. Do this nomination today. This particular code, if you can scan this code, you will see a leadership nomination form. Nominate for yourself for whatever roles you feel you can do it. Nominate for role self what you feel you can make a difference for the chapter. The group is the biggest entity. And then nominate your fellow members for all those positions in the chapter. Now, many of you will be surprised. How would you know which role requires to do what? I will be sharing one PDF file which details about the expectations and the work of those roles. And please feel free to connect with the current role holders or the director consultant or the ambassador of your chapter. If you don't know them, feel free to send me a WhatsApp. At the moment, I am not in UAE, I am traveling, but I will definitely respond back to you when I receive your WhatsApp. This is the nomination form link, and I'm sure you will benefit by nominating yourself, because what will happen, let me also clarify some more process to you. Once we receive all this data, we compile it. And this data is accessible to your director consultant and me as an executive director for the region and no one else. We compile that data and we sit down with a nomination committee of your chapter, who then will nominate only the next president of your chapter. Yes, they can recommend us names for others, but those are only recommendations. End of the day, the upcoming president will select their vice president and secretary treasurer, and the vice president will then select his team. The secretary treasurer will then select other team holders, and then together they will all prepare a wonderful team for your new term. Guys, I'm sure you all would be willing to do that. This code, which I shared with you, is not limited to one chapter. It is for all 7 chapters of BNI Dera Dubai. Please, guys, step up, take the roles, and bring a new energy into BNI Dera Dubai, into your own chapter. Boost up your credibility, boost up your visibility, and come into a closer group of leaders to learn more, grow more, benefit more from BNI. Have a good day. Thank you very much for your participation, for your submissions. Thank you.